activity 4. They say in the diagram, you are given f of x, which is a sine xq, and then we are given g of x, which is m cos x plus n. Now, you need to know the minimum, you need to know the maximum. Ne? You need to know what is the minimum, you also need to know what is the maximum. So the first question say we should write down the range. Now the range is going to be y is an element, but that's being specific of f. What is the smallest value that you have for f? So you have -3. So you can tell them which you have y is an element of from -3. Number 1, y is an element from -3. What is the biggest value that you see there? Is it -2 or -1? Let's check it here. It's -1. Because if you look at -2, you can see -2 is here. So what is the biggest value that you're going to have? It's -1. Those are our bracket. No? What is the amplitude of f? Now, how do you get the amplitude? We say it's the bigger one minus the smaller one divided by 2. No? So our amplitude is going to be equaling to the top one, it's going to be -1. Okay? -3 all over 2. And then we get what? 1. What did you get? 1. You got 1? Yes. Okay, sharp. What is the period? Period is obvious, it's 316. Grade 10, we're still busy with 316. And then number 2, they say we should write down. They say we should write down the amplitude, the range of G and the period of G. Maybe let's try that one with blue. What is the range of G? The smallest value that you have, it's y, is an element from. We start at -1. What is the biggest value that you have here? It's +3. It's +3. Sharp. No? And then what is going to be our amplitude? Our amplitude is this one, subtract this one. -1 divided by 2, which is going to be 2. Okay, we get 1 mark here. We get 1 mark here. We get 1 mark here. Our period is going to be equal to what? 3. Now, this is the one that I'm talking about, class rep. Here, we want to know what is A, what is Q English. We say there are 2 options that a learner can use. Number 1, they can use simultaneous equation. If you don't want to use simultaneous equation, this is what you can do then. You can say, let's look at this graph, f of x. F of x is sine graph English. Now, originally, how is the sine graph supposed, where is the sine graph supposed to start? It's supposed to start at what? At 0. Now let's go and check. This is the sine graph that we have. Our sine graph is supposed to start where? At 0. And then it goes up. Now let's go and look at this one. Where did it start, John? Did it start at 0? Where did it start? Okay, it means they took the graph and then they shifted it what? 2 units down. Do you see that? So you can safely say to them, I know what is Q, man. Q is going to be equal to what? To -2. Now, you have an amplitude here. You're going to look at the amplitude. The amplitude, you can agree you have the amplitude. A is the positive value of the what? Of the amplitude. Ne? So, if you want to know A, you are going to look at this graph, sine. So this is the sine graph. Let's look at the original sine graph, how does it start? It started at 0, but it goes up. Let's look at the one that we have, Tina, here. Where does it start? It starts at -2. Does it go up? It doesn't go up. Ne? Where does it go? It goes down. What does that mean? It means our A is going to be equal to -1. Instead of being +1, it's going to be what? To be -1. Why? Because the graph, instead of, if it was starting at -2, but when it went to -2, it went up, then we're going to say that it's positive. Ne? But because it started at -2, but it didn't go up, it started at -2, but it didn't go up, it went down. Eh? It means with the graph is what? It's reflected. That's going to be your A and Q. You are done. Let's look at M and N. Let's go and look at M and N. Now, let's look at original. Originally, Cos graph, where does it start? Where does the cos graph start, original? It started 1. Now let's go and check ours. Which way does it start? Where does ours start? Cos graph is g of x. This one, where does it start? Now, I was supposed to start at 1. I'm starting at -1. What is it that I did? What do you think I did? I didn't shift 1 step down. I shifted from here to here, it's 1. Here to here, it's another 1. So it means which I've shifted to step downward. So n wako, the one that has to do with the shift, n. Your n is going to be equal to what? -2. Now, let's look at the original graph here, cos. Which way does it go? It starts at 1, but it goes down. Can you see that? It should start at 1, but it goes down. Let's look at ours. Which way does it go? Does it go down or goes up? It started at -1, but it goes what? Up. Meaning which we are talking about the opposite. So whatever value that we got as an amplitude, we got our amplitude as 2. If you look at the amplitude of G, the amplitude of G was 2. So we are not going to take +2 as our M. What is going to be our M? Our M is going to be -2. And then we are done. Because they just determined the values. They didn't say which we should give them the equation. Yeah, we are officially done there.